Right. I first heard about it in St George's Church when it was mentioned in notices that the service was going to start and they were looking for volunteers. And I thought, well, I've been volunteering most of my life and I'm looking for something different, so I'll make inquiries and find out. And I did find out that a man named Michael Bancroft, a Catholic priest who was employed by St John, had started up this service in the emergency departments, in two in Auckland, and Thames was the third one started up. So I joined the first group. There was 7 of us, and Michael Bancroft trained us. We rapidly dropped down to 5, and then slowly built up. And because of my previous work experience, Michael Bancroft asked me to officially be the trainer after he'd finished training the beginners, which I did for a while, and I was the only one who was computer literate with a computer, so I was pretty well running the feds in Thames in the beginning. There was 3 of us. There was one trainer, which was me. There was a roster person, which was Irene, and the head coordinator, which I suppose I was really it as well. I did that for a couple of years and then stepped down for that. So it started, the basic objective of the feds was to support patients, their visitors, and help the nurses and doctors when they asked for our assistance, such as making beds or whatever, cleaning rooms. But our primary function was comforting patients and their visitors, which I seem to fall right into. I must say, because of my faith, I never missed an opportunity to mention that I was a Christian. Never said I was an Anglican, I always said I was a Christian. As I say, unobtrusively, which people seem to appreciate. And with the occasional one asking for prayer, which I actually enjoyed doing. I couldn't get over how patients and the support people were so grateful, which is really what kept me doing it for so long. I believe I got as much out of serving these people as they got out of me serving them, by the appreciation which was always there. I've been doing it for years through general life. Everybody knows I'm a Christian. In fact, some people I meet think I'm a Christian anyway, without being told. So yes, it's just something I've always done, and I say unobtrusively. I never believe in shoving it down people's throats or whatever. So it just comes natural, really, after you've been doing it for so long. Some people would say they're an atheist, so that's fine. I never argued with them because it's not our position to upset patients. It's the worst thing you can do. So if they said they were an atheist, I just accepted their statement and changed the subject. It was different from any of the volunteering work I've done, because I've been volunteering most of my life. It's the one I really got something out of. And it's completely different from any of the other volunteer work which I've done. And I would keep doing it, even though I'm 87. However, circumstances have popped up which I have no control over, which require my attention somewhere else. I was talking to an elderly man who had been beaten up by his neighbours, and evidently they were playing loud music and he objected, and he went over and told them to turn it down, in not a nice way. Subsequently they beat him up quite seriously. He was in the hospital by himself, and I was talking to him, and he was obviously upset and pretending to be, I forget words, tough guy sort of. And I said, "Would you like a cup of tea?" And he says, "Would you do that for me?" I was just, "Sure, no trouble." And his attitude changed instantly. Somebody was doing something for him. And others, babies, it's one time there, the mother was being attended to, and she didn't have any support people there, and the nurse came out of the room she was in and go, "Here, look after this baby." So that sort of thing happens, and it went over quite well too. In fact, children seem to be okay until they get to teenagers, whatnot. But young ones are really good. The main thing is to be a good listener, because it's not up to us to tell the patient all about ourselves. We're there for the patient, and some people do make this mistake. You have to be a good listener and put the emphasis on the patient, not yourself. But however, if something interesting comes up, like cars and motorcycles are my interest, and so often that does come up by the patient too. They drop something and I say, "Oh yeah, right." So then we can have a great discussion, but not on a personal nature. It's the last thing we want to do is get too personal. Confidentiality comes into it. I've virtually trained myself to, once I finish a shift and go home, I put it all out of my mind. It just comes automatic after a few years, and that works with me. But yeah, so as I say, being a good listener and remembering that it's all about the patient, not you. Thank you.